Okay, guys, welcome back to the MissJudged podcast at MissJudged podcast. Everywhere you find us. I am so excited for this topic because I have a queen in the studio today. I've been so excited. I've been looking forward to this. You have no idea. I have the great Stefi Cohen in the studio with me. Stefi, you need no introduction, babe. You are a queen. Guys, I'm just going to list off. Do you mind? I'll list, if I have anything a little incorrect, you just tell me right now. Okay, so one of the most successful powerlifters in history, 25 plus world records in powerlifting, former world record holder in the deadlift for your weight class.
Still hold it.
Oh, fuck yeah. Still hold it. Beat these bitches. Okay. Multiple time world champion powerlifter. You have a doctorate in PT, physical therapy, and we have the founder of Hybrid Performance Method. Oh, man. And not only did she do powerlifting and dominate that, then you became a professional boxer.
That was fun.
Oh, my God. All right.
Times.
Tell us a little bit more about you that, you can't read.
Originally from Venezuela.
Love that.
So I'm an immigrant. I came here initially with a soccer scholarship, so I've always kind of had that dream of playing professional sports. Sports has been kind of at the center of my life since I have memory.
Oh my gosh.
And I've always been kind of very career-oriented, sports-oriented, so not what you would consider the typical path for a woman.
Yeah.
I guess by what society considers normal.
Oh man, fuck society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been an interesting ride for me, going off the beaten path in life, and I feel like in every aspect of my life, not conforming to the norms and kind of carving my own way.
Yeah.
It's been an interesting journey.
We love that. I love women who break the mold because, first of all, anything men can do, we can do better. Number one. Sorry, men. I know y'all listen. We love you. I support men that are awesome. I don't support the incels.
Nah.
I'm not here for the incels. I'll try to help y'all, but I'm not here for you. You need to change your ways.
Did you watch the video of there's this guy that's was saying that he could beat any woman in the WNBA and he's just like a regular Joe from the street? Somewhere links him up with one of the WNBA players who's actually she's side benched, so she's not main. Okay. And she destroys him.
Of course.
And then at the end, he's like, okay, I'm sorry. You guys are way better than me.
Oh my God. I mean, the Olympics are going on right now. Or actually, I don't know if they're maybe ending. But it's so funny to see the comments online from people that are probably from their couch, 2 bags of Cheetos deep being like, it wasn't even that hard. Okay, we need to have a regular ass person compete in every Olympic event so that we can see from because sometimes people like curling, they're like, oh, it's not that hard. It's maybe you don't understand the sport.
Yeah.
But we need to see a regular ass person compete so we can just see how freaking amazing.
Yeah, so they can be humbled by how much skill and hours of practice and talent it actually takes to master anything at that level.
Yeah. Oh my God, I need to chew this thing. It's I get rid of this thing.
Yeah, and especially women in sports, I don't think that they get the credit that they deserve. I was having this conversation with my friend this morning, or last night actually, about why do I think that women's sports don't get the respect that they deserve? And I was like, I think it's kind of like a chicken and the egg situation where on one end, it's not properly exposed, televised.
Yeah.
And on the other end, there's no investments made into it. But why is that? Is it because I understand that sports are entertainment at the end, right? At the end of the day, it's an entertainment business. If people aren't tuning in and aren't buying tickets to go to the sports events, then who's going to invest money into it if there's no demand, right? But why is there no demand? Is there no demand because it's not being pushed?
Yeah.
Or which one is it?
Well, I think that there's this weird thing in our society where women don't support other women. So number one, I mean, I've never heard a group of women be like, I need to go watch the WNBA game. They're all, let's go to a Knicks game. You know what I mean? So I think that's one thing. I think advertisers are always just pumping money into men because they're like, oh, this is the bread and butter because they've never done it any other way. So how are the numbers ever going to change? You know what I mean? And I also think for some reason, our society, men don't think women are impressive that do these things. Like you said, there's this random ass man thinking he can beat, oh my God.
It's ridiculous.
I cannot.
It's actually insane.
I can't. Okay, so I have let's just I was going to do this at the very end, but now I'm just going to start with it. I have made a list of punchable people, and I want to know if you could beat their ass. It's men and women because we don't discriminate on this show.
And beat their ass in what context? Like boxing? Like,
just in general.
What are we doing?
Just we're beat their ass in boxing. Let's say that.
Okay, in boxing? Okay.
Okay, we're going to start with Timothy Chalamet. Is that how you say his name?
Oh my God, I don't even know who that is.
Okay, he's an innocent guy. I feel like okay. Logan Paul.
Okay. Okay, here's the thing. Logan is an amazing athlete.
Okay.
I don't think I can beat him.
Really?
No.
I think you could take him, girl.
No, I think maybe I could beat him at chess.
What about Jake Paul?
No, he's also an incredible athlete.
I mean, I don't know. He just got wiped
on
the floor by Anthony. That was kind of good to watch, man. That fight went viral.
I can beat Jake at soccer.
Okay.
And at lifting.
Okay.
I can beat both of them at lifting. Any lift.
I believe that. I've seen those videos, girl. I almost fainted when I saw it. Was like 485 was the video I was watching. I was like, okay, I dated a man once that literally absolutely died because his trainer made him lift 350 at the gym and he got injured and was out for 6 months.
No, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the fact that I can lift so much weight feels like a superpower.
Yeah.
And it is kind of cool to be able to lift more than pretty much every guy.
It's
an incredibly empowering feeling.
Yeah. Oh my God, watching that video, I was like, I'm literally as a girl, I felt like my uterus was glowing. I was like, girl power. Okay, Jeff Bezos.
Oh my God, easy. I think I can beat him with my eyes closed.
Okay, Pam Bondi.
Oh, yeah. I think same answer.
Yeah. Okay. Christy Nome.
That I don't know who it is.
Oh, we don't even know who she is. She's unimportant. Elon Musk.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? You're making it too easy for me.
Andrew Tate.
Okay, that's a maybe.
Girl, you could take him. The female rage will take over.
Probably.
Yeah.
You are right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just show me a few of his videos beforehand. Give me some ammonia and I think things can change.
Ammonia? What is the ammonia do?
Smelling salts. So you do that in powerlifting.
Oh.
Shake this bottle and it has ammonia in it and you sniff it right before you lift.
Oh shit.
And it makes you so angry.
Oh my. Oh, I might have accidentally smelled that before I chatted with some of my exes. Okay. All right. So we could definitely beat Andrew Tate's ass. I would
together.
Oh, I think the whole
team tag it.
I would totally.
You could definitely dig him down.
I'm not a professional boxer, but I did boxing for 10 years, so I could get a lick in. I know I could.
Wow, I didn't know that. Did you what, amateur?
Oh, just for fun, girl.
Just
at a gym, a workout. It was a workout.
I respected that.
Yeah. So maybe I did sparring occasionally, but it was just hitting the bag.
Okay.
But I think the female rage.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, as men, don't underestimate female rage.
Hey, it's a real thing.
I know. You know what? We're gonna go into, because I know that you've been through some shit.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna go and rehash all of it because we're not gonna give any men airtime. What would you say about that time in your life where you're that you want to set the record straight, or anything you want to share?
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, when you're in the public, I think the what makes it so challenging is being in the public eye.
100%.
You know what I mean? Things would be a lot different if things could just be private, and
it would be great.
And people weren't using private information as leverage against you publicly and manufacturing and changing facts.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I think that men in general have, of course, that there's some men that don't struggle with this. I'm not trying to put every single person in the same category, but I think, at least based on my experience with the people I've been around and the men that I've dated, I think that most men have a hard time dating a woman that has what is considered masculine qualities.
Yeah.
My
gosh.
Which sucks to even call them masculine qualities, because I think they're good life qualities to have, to be assertive, to know what you want, to have clear boundaries, to just not take shit from people, to make your own decisions, to want to have I was going to say control, but it's not control. It's agency. And that's a different, that has a different connotation.
Yeah.
A woman that wants agency over her life and her decisions and her actions and the direction of her life, professionally, socially, personal, personally, creatively, like literally in every sense. And so I feel like that's very destabilizing for men, and the reach that the length that they go through to hold on to some strings is freaking insane.
Yeah, well, also you're successful. So they're probably trying to ride the coattails a little bit and, you know, maybe use it to leverage themselves.
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
1,000,000%. Yeah. And in that process, like they truly do kind of try to dim your light and make you kind of almost try to convince you that the path that you're taking is not the right one, or that you're, you know.
Yeah. Or that like, oh, you're only going to be good with them.
Yeah.
Like nobody else is going to be doing this stuff for you and supporting you and doing this. And yeah.
And I think it's really hard to find someone a man that is genuinely happy for who you are on the inside and who you want to be on the outside, and it's happy for your success as a woman and doesn't feel intimidated by your success as a woman.
That's the hardest part. And I've touched on this in so many episodes, because when you're a confident woman with your shit together, you cannot date a man with a hint of insecurity, because you will eat them up and spit them out just by literally existing. Yeah. Like your mere existence will bother them to their core.
Or the alternative is for you to actually dim down.
Oh, well, you know that. You do that anyways. As women, we just accidentally do that when we sense the man is like he's had a bad day, so I can't share my huge accomplishment that happened today.
So what the fuck's the solution?
Okay, I'm gonna get into it.
Like, what is the solution? I just told her, I was like, this is gonna be more of a therapy session for me, because we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we do, because you know what? This is a big issue in society today. And I think this is one of the biggest reasons why women are just not into dating men right now. Like, straight women are just not into men, because like we've gone through so much with them. And it's so funny, because I'm rewatching Mad Men right now, and just like seeing how women used to have to act in that time. We are literally like still here.
Yeah.
That show is taking place in like the 60s.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's tough. Do you identify yourself as a feminist?
Okay. This is a hard question. All right.
There's no judgment.
No, because I think about it often. I am a feminist in a way where I'm like, nobody can tell me what the fuck to do. Right? But I'm out here shaving my armpits because I don't think we need to be doing all that, you know? Oh my God, babe, send me an Uber for the date. Please pay for our dates.
Yeah.
You know? But in my rights and the rights for women, I am a full-blown feminist. However, I still want men to be men.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would call a modern age feminist.
Exactly. Yeah, I get called a misandrist online all the time.
Yeah, it's a fine line, you know, but it doesn't have to be one or the other. I feel like you make one comment and all of a sudden like you pass the line for some people. That's how it works.
It's ridiculous.
It's like you're good. Then you say one thing and you're like, fuck you.
Yeah, 100%.
Literally, that's how it goes.
Dude, I started...
Yeah, fuck you, said one bad thing.
I literally started this show for men. I was like, men need help dating. I want to help them. Like, I want to give them the female perspective. And like the biggest haters are the men. I'm like, I'm trying to help you bitches.
Yeah, take the freaking advice. Just receive the information.
Receive it, because it's coming from somebody with the parts that you guys want to procreate with. Okay, like it's not Joe Rogan. Oh, I forgot to ask if you could beat up Joe Rogan.
No, I think that guy's been training for too long.
Really? I feel like he's small though.
Is he?
He's short.
You thought I was big.
No, but he is actually short. He is. He's like, what, 5'7"?
And 5 foot flat.
You could still take. Let me tell you, the female rage. I think it would come out. We would watch old episodes of The Man Show.
Okay.
And like, you'd probably get the female rage. Then we give you some ammonia.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah. In that case.
Okay. So I think that here's the problem with women, right? We are told to be confident, be ambitious, and be, you know, beautiful and perfect. And then we're also told to like, you know, let the man shine and like, let him be the man. It's like, it's conflicting information.
Yeah, it really is.
When you're like a naturally type A or like strong woman, I mean, I had a show, I was telling you before we started filming, like I had a show where we started talking about masculine men and feminine women. And I got absolutely blasted by our guest about being a masculine woman, because I was like, how do I find a strong man? He was all, they don't want you. They want a woman in their feminine. And I'm like, but the problem with being a strong woman is you're only strong because you had to be mommy and daddy. You know what I mean? Like when you've been independent for a long time, you've had to take care of yourself, and then you've been in the wrong relationships where you've been soft. and then they have taken advantage of that.
Oh my God, yeah.
You gotta fucking show up after that. Look, I'm not here to say it, guys, because we all know what you've been through. And the first thing I thought when I was like reading all the articles was, the fuck did they do? Like, because you know, you don't do shit as a woman until you get pushed to your limit. But
dude, people don't have the full story.
Yeah, of course.
People don't have the full story about what happened. You're in a situation where you're absolutely pushed to your absolute limits and someone violates your trust, your friendship, your just literally everything, every single boundary, every single moral code, ethical code that you have.
Yeah.
And you're in that position, that moment of anger, feelings of betrayal.
The betrayal takes over sometimes.
Yeah. You can't judge. You cannot judge how somebody else reacts in an extreme situation if you weren't that person. It's like judging. And this happens all the time. Like if a cop makes a mistake and shoots someone or does something, hurts somebody in a situation of stress.
Yeah.
Like I totally get it. There are right and wrong situations. It's like you weren't there. You weren't experiencing what they were experiencing.
I feel like some cops just need to not have a fucking gun or be a cop because like the way they react, I'm like, bitch, come on. I wouldn't even. But like, I think in a relationship, when your emotions are tied to a person, you are guys, there's a reason investigation discovery exists. All right. Like people really just get pushed to their limits in romantic relationships. And I gotta say, before I was in a relationship with like a very abusive person, I would see stuff like that and I'd be like, oh my God. And like, then I got into a relationship with somebody who I was so trauma bonded with for 3 years. And they were just like loving me and then abusing me and then loving me and then abusing me and like betraying me and doing all this stuff. And I've never been so fucking blind rage mad in my whole life.
Oh my God, yeah.
I slapped him in the face. I like hysterically cried because I was like, holy fuck. I can't believe someone pushed me to my limit.
To the limit.
Where I did this. Like I had like a nervous breakdown because I was like, this person broke me.
Yeah.
And
you acted completely out of character.
Completely out of character. You just like break. And I think it happens more to strong women because when you're in a relationship, people just think they can keep doing this stuff to you because you're strong and maybe you're just like going to let it bounce off.
Dude.
And then you fucking break. And it's like, man,
you know how many times and in different relationships, I've gotten the comment of, well, you're strong, you can take it.
Oh my God, girl. Bro. I hate that phrase, by the way.
What the fuck?
Why are you pushing me like that then?
Because I can take it. I don't want to be tested. No. I know I can take it, but I don't want, like, you don't need to test anything. Listen, like.
You don't need to.
Listen, so I guess like for the viewers, I feel like it's too abstract. Like they need to know a little bit of context of the situation.
Yeah.
So was in a relationship for about 8 years, was ready to get married, was engaged. And basically in this relationship, we had a business together, actually multiple verticals, multiple businesses together. And I trusted this person like, oh my God, this person was my best friend. Trusted them with everything that I had.
Yeah.
And unbeknownst to me, everything in the back end, because I'm more front end of the business, I'm marketing, I'm creative, I'm leadership, you know? I'm not finance and boring accounting numbers or anything like that.
God, I hate that part of my business.
It's the worst part.
So boring.
So unbeknownst to me, you know, things weren't done in an ethical way, in a way that would protect my interest in those businesses. And so at the end of the day, you know, after multiple bouts of betrayal, when I decide to step away, you know, I get kind of like the last dagger, which was that partner started dating my best friend. That's what happened. Yeah, behind my back for multiple months.
Oh my God.
And then when I decided to step away from the business, that's when like everything kind of exploded. So we got into a massive civil lawsuit.
Yes.
And, you know, we were fighting for assets, we were fighting for control over the business, fighting for everything. In my mind, I was like just letting the attorneys do their job. And in my mind, because I'm an ethical person, I genuinely, like, I would have never asked for anything that didn't correspond to me. Like, I would have never asked for one more inch of what is fair. Like, I literally just wanted to split everything down the middle.
Yeah.
I was even willing to kind of give up some things because what's the point of being entangled in a conflict, in an issue that's derailing you from your goals, that's taking energy away from things that you could be investing it into something more productive, learning something, growing another business. Like, I don't have time for that, right?
No, of course not. And that's your babe. Like, that's your little babe. If someone tried to take my business or fucked with my business in any way,
but I was ready to let it go.
Oh man.
As long as like the exit was fair, like I was left with something to be able to support myself onto. And what followed was insane. Like, it was a series of attacks to my public persona, my public character, a reputation that took me, 15 years to build. How long did it take you to build?
15 years.
Exactly.
15, and yeah, by the way, somebody can take that all away in 30 seconds.
One comment. It's all freaking done. And that's what happened to me. So after 15 years of doing things like by the book, and even like, dude, I growed my social media. I don't even have like such a big following. I have 1 million followers or so.
I wish.
but I'm not like, for 15 years, like I'm not one of those that have like 5, 10 million.
Yeah.
You know, it's 1 million followers, but I worked for that. Like, for 15 years, I posted educational content. I brought value to the world. I created job and work opportunities for people. I made people better and healthier and make better choices. I educated them about things that actually add to their life. Like, I freaking hustled for those million. I competed 1 million times. I like put my body through so much. For all of that to like be taken away in one completely distorted narrative that was taken out of context and heavily manipulated, not only by the media, but by other influencers that love getting into negative gossip for the sake of getting likes and attentions and likes and views and more attention.
Yeah.
Which in and of itself is pretty fucked up. Like the Schadenfreude effect, how like basically people enjoy consuming content and find entertainment in other people's misery.
It's crazy.
Which this is like a really ugly part of being in the public eye that I learned in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
That's made me reconsider how I consume content too.
Yeah.
I used to sometimes play into like the negative, the negative spirals that Instagram takes you sometimes. You're like, oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah, you can totally.
I don't even watch that shit. I'm like, no, that's fucked. And don't get me wrong. Like, I think there's some people that absolutely deserve to be put in the public eye because their acts and actions are foul.
100%. I can name a few right now.
But you know what? The allegations were that I made public nudes of this girl. Right? However, nobody ever saw those pictures.
I know. I knew the inside scoop on it. So, and by the way, when I even read that, because I've been in the press for things, and I know I learned the hard way, they can just print whatever the fuck they want.
They can say whatever they want.
I thought they weren't allowed to do that. I thought you had to have sources. You got to cross-check. No. And then if one publication posts something, it's allowed to be shared by any other publication that feels like they want to post it. So like, this happened. I mean, this is so not similar, but like, this is how I learned this. In the summer, I gave this publication, I'm not even going to give a name to, reached out and was like, want to give your show some PR. And I own an event company. So whenever anyone's reached out for press, it's always been like friendly as fuck. And I've never had to think about what I say.
Yeah.
And they were like, at the very end of talking about my show, they're like, my friend Jim came on and he happened to be dating Jennifer Aniston, which I didn't really, he never told me, but like I saw it and I was like, good for him. But like, anyways, they start asking me, oh, he was on the show. How do you guys know each other? I'm like, well, he said it in the first 3 seconds of the episode that we like went on a date. They ran stories being like, ex-lover of Jennifer Aniston is like upset he's dead. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I never said any of this. I was like emailing publications like, I'm going to fucking sue you. Like, I was so pissed. And then I'm still getting news alerts. And this was in July
of last year.
Of this past July. Yeah. But like, 2025. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Slow news day? It was literally like 55 Google alerts. Like everybody was picking up and it was changing every time they were posting it. So like, I completely understand how that can happen. But until you've had that happen, you don't really know that they can do that shit.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
It was shocking. It was honestly shocking.
Yeah. You got a Google alert for your name. You wake up, you're like, what the fuck?
No, dude. And oh my God. Yeah. And imagine, okay, but that had little to no negative consequences in your life. Like it's just kind of a gossip.
No, he got pissed at me.
Yeah. And you lost, maybe you lost
me.
a friend, you know?
I did lose a
or
friend.
Maybe you created some tension in their relationship.
Yes.
It's like, what the fuck? Like, they don't even realize the negative effects that little comment had on 3 people's lives.
Oh, but there was more than just me, him, and her. Yeah, he has like a family. I mean, it really pissed me off, and for sure probably did something to him. And it was not even in the same arena of what you went through.
Oh my God.
So I can't even imagine.
No, I know. Let's backtrack a little bit more. Like, where...
What is it? Tell us the lore.
Yeah, please. Imagine this, all right? You're just going out of your house, you're drinking a coffee, you're walking your dog, whatever. Next thing you know, you're surrounded by guys all wearing black, and they're like, hey, Miss Cohen, you're under arrest. And you're like, wait, for what? You've never done anything wrong in your life, never been in trouble with the law, paid your taxes, you went to school, you have a doctorate degree, you come from a good family, you live in a good neighborhood, and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you're being arrested by the U.S. Marshals.
What the fuck? It was federal?
Yeah. I was accused of cyber hacking.
But you know what? They throw those fucking charges at a wall. By the way, guys, never fucking speak to a cop.
Don't say no comments and just wait for your attorney. But yeah, I was arrested by the U.S. Marshals, and it was a complete shocker to me.
That's crazy.
And it was such a surreal moment to have my freedom taken from me when I knew that I hadn't done anything wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that I was being accused for something that is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
that takes like years to fight too.
It took 16 months. It took 16 months.
Yeah.
And dude, I freaked out. So this was the next story. It was like Stefi Cohen got arrested and she leg sweeped a cop and she was fighting the cops and she broke.
I saw that.
Yeah, she broke a door handle with her toes. Like it's just this whole mess.
I saw that.
And listen, like I did freak out, like in a way of like, I panicked, not freaked out. I absolutely panicked.
Yeah.
I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
I was not expecting to be arrested. It was guys that were wearing unidentified uniforms. I come from a third world country.
Yeah.
So I had no idea what was going on. I'm like,
thought you were being kidnapped?
Subconscious, like,
yeah.
I don't know what I thought.
Yeah.
But I didn't think that it was legit. I don't know what I thought, but I was like, I don't know who you are. You don't have a warrant. You're wearing black uniforms. You have unidentified cars. You don't even know why you're arresting me. Yeah. I don't even know why you're arresting me. I'm freaking out. and then the last thing that kind of, la gota que derramó el vaso. Do you speak Spanish? You know what la gota que derramó el vaso is?
Wait, hold on. You're going to speak slower.
Like the last drop.
Oh, the
last drop that spilled the drink.
Yes.
The last straw.
The last straw.
Was that they didn't want to put my dog inside the house.
I was going to ask about the dog because you just said he was with you. So what'd they do with him?
So they wanted to leave him outside in the backyard. And that's when I sat on the floor and I got charged resisted arrest.
You know what? They have such a disregard for animals when they do this shit. Like, it actually pisses me off because I've heard stories where they just let it go and it like ran into traffic. And I'm like, are you for fucking real?
Listen, like I would have never left that dog on the street. So I sat on the floor and that was enough for the resisted arrest. And then like all the rest of the things followed, right? Like I got picked up from the ground. I freaking got put shackles on. I was like screaming and kicking my feet around. Yeah. But it was all because I needed my dog to be put in safety. Like I didn't want to leave him outside.
Guys, Dexter is in the studio with us right now. And this is the sweetest. He's asleep. He looks like Butters. He's a really big Butters. He's like in a little ball. I've made this joke before because someone posted a video on social once that was like, you would hurt somebody for your dog, and this cuts to this guy with like a little Yorkie and he's like, I would suck you up. And I'm like, John Wick is the best movie plot of all time. Someone kills his dog and he literally murders everyone. 100% the reaction. So like I completely understand that as a dog mom.
No, and like it's my baby. I gotta make sure that he was safe.
Yeah.
And it was just, because people were saying on the internet, they were like, well, that's so stupid. If you're getting arrested, like, just go with it. Just give him your hands and like get in the car. And like, you don't understand the context. You don't know what happened. Like, it wasn't like two nice cops knocked on my door and said, Miss Cohen, let me explain something to you. Here's a warrant. This is what's happening. Like, can you please come with us? No, like it was very hostile. It was the U.S. Marshals.
It was plain clothes. men.
Civilian clothes.
That's fucked up, dude. Like, why are they?
And listen to this shit. So my neighbor is an attorney.
Yeah.
And he heard the craziness going on outside, me screaming. He comes outside. He literally asks like why they're taking me and where the warrant is, whatever. They freaking tackled him to the ground in his underwear and arrested him.
Oh,
he spent a night in jail because he asked what was going on.
Dude, don't get me started. This goes into our topic. Men in power trips. When they say like they have like all this influence over a strong woman, they could literally like they have to have a team to arrest you, number one, because they could not have two.
No.
And also, like they're just gonna have a power trip in that moment. They have control, they have power, and they're gonna do the most. And honestly, I don't respect it.
No.
And that's fucked up. And like, honestly, when I read the story, I was like, this, I know, because if you have never dated a vindictive man, you are like, what the fuck? But like, as someone who, I date the abusive dude, when he joked about, well, he was very serious. He wanted to get married. And I was like, what if we didn't work out? Would we have like something in place? And he looked at me, dead ass looked at me, and he was like, no, if we don't work out, it'll ruin your fucking life. And then he laughed. Like, it was like a 10-second pause that he laughed. And I was like, that was the most honest he's ever been to me. Because I knew that was true. And that was the moment I was like, I gotta go.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you left?
No. Well, I mean, it took a while to untangle myself.
Of course, because when you're in an abusive relationship, you're entangled.
Oh, it took me a full year.
Yeah, you have to plan how you're gonna leave.
He wouldn't let me leave. He kept coming back. He kept doing his. It was so toxic, and like, girl, I'm telling you, I had to give my doorman his photo because they kept letting his ass up to my apartment.
I've been there.
Like I almost had to file a restraining order, and then I went to the cops to try to do it, and they were all, well, did he murder you? Do you try to kill you? And then I got all this proof, and they were like, babe, let it go. And I'm like, what the fuck? No, cops like suck, dude.
No, I'm really disappointed in the legal system. I really am.
Oh yeah.
I really am.
Oh yeah.
It really doesn't work, and it's oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, that's a whole guys, that's a whole fucking episode about how the judicial system is so fucked. We're seeing it finally now in the public play out, how it's so fucked up. But before all this shit happened, if you wouldn't know unless you went through it. So like when people like keep getting in trouble, I'm like, it's a system made for you to keep getting in trouble.
Once you get in trouble once, it's like you're just in this like rat wheel where anything that you do. But you know what I wanted to talk to you about?
Yeah.
Just talking about like being a woman with masculine qualities and whatnot. This is something that's been on my mind lately. Yes. So I'm turning 34.
Baby.
March 28. How old are you?
Oh wait, are you? I'm
Am
37.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's like 26. You really do.
Girl. Love you. Wait, so are you a Pisces?
Aries.
Oh, girl, I'm an Aries moon. I'm a Gemini. So I get you.
I feel seen.
Yes.
Okay, so
you love fiercely.
I do. But okay, here's the thing. My friends growing up, my friends from high school and whatnot, I grew up in Venezuela, and I'm Jewish and I'm Hispanic, and kind of the culture there is that you get married young.
Yes.
And as a woman, your goal basically should be to strive to be a mother and kind of a homemaker, right? Which is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I think it's beautiful. And if it's kind of part of your culture and you feel identified with that and it brings you purpose and joy, which I know that a lot of my friends really find purpose from, like being a mother and being a wife and being a homemaker. And I wish that I liked that, because that's a lot easier. That's
so much easier.
When we're talking about that I carve my own path and whatnot, it's very lonely. It's very hard. And you're constantly thinking about whether you make the right decisions with your life.
Yeah.
Of leaning into that direction, right? So that whole kind of like from when you're 18 to when you're 22, 20, 25 at most, I remember like vividly that my friends were developing these feminine qualities that would attract the type of man that would want to marry them immediately, give him kids and give him a life where that life, right? Like getting a man that's a provider, that wants to take care of you, that wants to build a family. But they were actively showcasing those characteristics of the type of woman that would attract that type of man.
Yeah, they're catering to the men.
100%.
They're being submissive.
100%.
Yeah.
There was one time where we were going to go to this like matchmaking Shabbat dinner. It was like this Jewish Shabbat dinner.
By the way, that's where everyone meets everyone. I need to literally come to a Shabbat dinner.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I could be Jewish. I could be in the fam.
I welcome you. I welcome you into the tribe. So we went to the Shabbat dinner and we were planning what we were going to wear. And we had this big text thread together. And everybody was saying that, oh, what are you going to wear? What are you going to wear? Everyone was going to wear jeans. And I said, I'm going to wear a dress.
Of course.
Like, it was such a problem.
Why?
Everybody was like, why are you going to wear a dress? And I'm like, because I want to. I remember it because I was like, wow, I was expected to conform.
Oh, yeah.
To look the same as them. Right.
Girl.
But it was, how did I get here? It was a million of those decisions of, I'm not going to wear jeans. I'm going to wear a dress. I'm not going to,
I'm not going to conform.
Yeah. I'm not going to keep my hair black. I'm going to dye it red. Like, it was little decisions. Now I'm at a point where I'm 34 and I'm single. I've gone through like these really long relationships and I have these qualities that are not appealing.
You know what?
To men in that sense. To most men. Like, I know that there's men out there that appreciate these qualities.
Of course.
But it's not your average cup of tea.
I know. And you know what? This is the problem. We all have our patterns because we're attracted to a specific type of person. So like, I actually did an episode about this. It's going to be on the Patreon, guys, about why people are not getting second dates. But it was basically because, well, I'm not going to give away the whole episode, but you know, one of the issues is we're always dating our type, which in a sense is a pattern that we keep recreating. And I'm not going to say we shouldn't date our type, but date your physical type, whatever you want. But like, maybe start doing the opposite as far as like the personality traits, because sometimes that can actually be helpful. I've done this George Costanza thing where I do the opposite, right? And it always ends up showing me, holy fuck, there are people out there that treat me so much better. And maybe I wouldn't have initially gone for them, but then I'm so fucking attracted to them. But it almost is like you have to reset your mind. And it's not like, because you can't control other people, right? You can only control yourself. So that's the one thing that I've always kind of taken away from this, because I'm like you, and I started a company when I was fucking 22 years old in New York City with no money, no experience. Like, I'm batshit crazy. And anytime someone's been like, especially in a relationship, when I'm like, I think I'm going to balayage my hair, and the guy's like, I like you with dark hair. I'm like, no, I'm definitely doing it. Like, I do the opposite of what people tell me to do. And you know, if you're telling me not to do something, there's a strong chance I'm like, why don't you want me to do this thing so bad that I'm like, I got to do it now. So I completely understand you. And I did not conform either. And a lot of people will hate on you for that. I have friends like married with babies. I had dinner and they were like, oh, I had no purpose in life until I had my child. And they're sitting there like giving me these fucking passive aggressive digs. And I'm like, I am not jealous of you. Like, I want these things whenever the fuck it's right for me. But I don't want to switch places with you. Because this is screaming insecurity to me. I'm not sitting here tearing you down for your decisions. So like, sometimes me think, doth protest too much. You know, some of these people that are out here perpetually telling you how great their life is. I gotta say, whenever my life's going great, the last thing I'm doing is telling everybody about it, because you can just fucking see it.
1,000%. I don't gotta tell you how it's going. You can just feel it. Feel my aura, bitch.
Feel my aura. Literally, you can fucking feel it. That's why the men on the internet get upset. It's literally shooting from my kitty cat.
But it's hard. It's hard. It really is hard to live in this world that is made a certain way, and you're going the opposite direction. And then
we're heading towards a matriarchy, though, because the men, no offense, guys, gave it your best shot. All right, but we'll take it from here, because respectfully, the fuck,
women are dominating in literally like almost every industry now.
They're.
I don't have the precise facts, so don't quote me on that.
I actually, you know what? I've got some facts right here, which is so funny. Okay, so I'm going to read some facts about some statistics about strong women in dating dynamics. Women increasingly outpace men in education, according to the Pew Research Center. Women earn nearly 60% of the college degrees in the U.S. And in many cities, young professional women out-earn men in their 20s and early 30s. So we are closing the gap. And that's another reason why women are not trying to like just conform and settle down anymore. Like, you used to have to do it in America in order to literally get a bank account. Like in the 70s, that law changed, which is so fucking crazy. So that's not long ago.
It really isn't.
Not long ago.
No.
Super scary. We're heading back there, I feel. But like, I think we're so educated now that we're so like aware of, you know, the psychology of ourselves. We have more awareness than ever, and we're not going to just settle for people that are not bringing anything to the table.
For sure.
So when someone's trying to steal your fucking livelihood, you will rise up to a level of like, I am no longer in my feminine. My feminine has left the fucking country.
And left this zip code.
We all have a dual personality, I will say. I think,
we
all do.
The dichotomy of feminine and masculine. You can be both. You can have both. You should have both. But at the same time, okay, I'm going to provide an alternative viewpoint. But why does it have to be, at the same time, why does it have to be a competition? Women are doing this and men are doing that. What do you think about gender roles?
First of all, I'm going to go and say for the 100th time on this show, I fucking love men and I want them to excel. I want them to do great. I want women to do great. I don't fucking believe in a competition.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody has tried to make me be in a competition, I have noped out of the equation. I don't play these games. Like, what are we doing? You're trying to make me compete with my partner, my best friend, the fuck are we doing? I know about. I don't want it. I think that there isn't any gender roles if you don't want them. I have a friend who out-earns her partner and literally is so happy to be the breadwinner.
Yeah.
And I'm like, love that for you. Couldn't be me.
Yeah.
I want my man to out-earn me. But like some people, it works whatever they want to do. So,
it's not a gender role. It's a skill role. Like, you do the things that you're good at.
Yes.
And I do the things that I'm good at. And we should complement each other. Like, why does it have to have a gender?
Would you ever date a man that doesn't work out?
No, but not for a superficial reason.
Yes.
Like, it's more like a mental character and mental reason. I couldn't date someone that doesn't. And this is like a really important value for me. Someone that strives to be better in all aspects of life, including physically. Like you gotta be always working towards your personal development, your professional development, and your physical development and interrelationship development. Because that's what I try to do. Like, I swear to God, every day I wake up and I try to be a little bit better than the day before. A little bit. Especially after the shit that I've gone through, right? Like, it's been an uphill battle.
Yeah.
The last 3 years of my life to kind of get my shit back together and get back on my feet and get back on the spotlight. Like
100%.
After being so heavily judged. So I couldn't bear being with someone that's complacent in any aspect of their life. So not about the gym, but more about like who they are.
No, I agree. I think honestly that when you don't work out, it kind of bleeds into other things. Like maybe it's like you don't strive to make yourself better. Maybe you're not aware of how you are mentally. You have no, awareness of yourself. Maybe you're not ambitious. You're not striving to like be the best version of you. We get one fucking shot at this life. And it's like, I do not understand when people are so happy to be so fucking mediocre. Like,
oh my God.
I don't have anything in common with you respectfully. I don't subscribe to that.
Exactly.
And this is the problem is I think sometimes as strong women, we end up attracting men that like us for that. And they are so in love with how much we bring to the table. It almost makes them aware of how little they bring to the table in comparison. And maybe they are still super successful in their own right, but there's a level that they're not maybe on the same page with you as. And it just bleeds into this, like, they end up accidentally competing with us.
Yeah.
And
then, my God, you said that perfectly.
So it's like you have to date a man that maybe is like aware of what he can be and also is willing to step aside and let you have the spotlight. And that is like a very rare person to find, but they're definitely out there. And I honestly feel like this is my thing right now with dating. We are back to IRL, which is in real life. We are not limited by cities, okay? I have friends where they're like, I traveled to Spain and had like a fling and maybe he's my soulmate. He probably is. Like he might not be.
What's going on? Like, why is this happening?
You know why? Because the men in big cities have become super complacent with the numbers. Like in New York, men are so fucking lazy because they're like, we outnumber the women. Cool, babe. The 1% of women, you could never.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry that we outnumber you in numbers, but there's an echelon.
Yeah.
And we're up here. The upper echelon don't want your ass. Your lazy, non-date planning ass. Well, like, I'm serious.
Yeah, no, you're spot on.
Like the 1% of women, they have their fucking pick.
Yeah.
And then we get in our head though, and we think we got to settle because everyone around us is trying to make us act like we got to settle because they all did.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
You got to be aware of what you bring to the table. And I've had some chats with some Delulu women where they're like, I want a 10 out of 10 Adonis. And I'm like, babe, we're a 7. We can't be asking for a 10. You got to be aware of what you bring to the table.
Oh my God. Yeah. In every aspect.
In every aspect.
But so, okay, there's this YouTube channel guy that I don't know if that's what he does mainly, but he always has chats with like a bunch of women at the same time.
Yeah.
And then he asks them to rate themselves.
Yeah.
Like what they would rate themselves out of 10.
Yeah.
And respectfully.
They're always wrong.
Yeah. Like respectfully, they overshoot quite a bit.
Yeah.
And so I'm worried, what if I'm self-blind? You know, what if I'm overshooting and I'm like, oh, I think I'm
We're not overshooting. Girl,
But
we're one of the strongest women in the U.S. Holy, you did that shit.
I feel like a lot of the times, like the guys that I'm interested in are not interested. Why is that?
Oh,
why is it that the guys that I'm interested in are not interested in me?
Oh, you know what?
The fuck is up with that?
The men that I'm interested in, they want a waspy blonde woman.
A skinny, Pilates, waspy, blonde.
Yeah, but you know what?
Why?
But when they talk to you in like a social situation, maybe you're talking to a man and that's his type, they are so interested in you because you're so interesting. But here's the thing. This is a quote from Sex and the City that has resonated with me.
Oh my God, I'm watching Sex and the City right now.
Is this your first time watching it?
No, I'm rewatching it for the 101 time.
Every time I have a female moment, I rewatch the whole thing. I'm so dead. My friend came to my house and he's like, you're watching that again? I'm like, shut the fuck up. But there's this moment when Carrie and Big see each other at the plaza when he's had his engagement party to Natasha, and she goes and sees a horse after she like basically touches his face and says, you're lovely, whatever, walks away. She sees a horse like being wrangled by its thing. And she said, maybe some women aren't meant to be tamed. Maybe some women are meant to be wild and free. And I resonate with that.
Look at this tattoo.
Yes.
It's a wild
she's got
horse.
A horse, guys.
And that is why. It's a wild horse.
Love it. Yeah, I feel like, and I've had partners say this to me where they're like, I just wanted to break you because they knew that I was strong before we got into the relationship. And they thought that they were able to make me conform into this like submissive woman. And to be clear, when you're being taken care of well by a man, you do naturally become so feminine. You're so submissive. But when you are not being taken care of, I will fucking boss up to your ass.
What does taken care of mean to you?
Taken care of emotionally, mentally, physically. We need intimacy. We need awareness. If I say, hey, this upset me, you just say, I'm sorry, and take ownership. That shit gets us wet, men.
Yeah. Why is that so hard for them?
That is the difference between the Sahara Desert and Niagara Falls. Okay. Like, just be like, so sorry, I'll do better next time. That's it.
That's it. It's all it takes.
Women got to do that too, because sometimes
100%.
It's hard for me to say sorry, but
really?
I will. If I'm wrong, I'll say sorry, but I don't like the thing where, and a lot of men do this with strong women, when they finally have to give you an apology, they'll be like, oh, well, you need to apologize for this thing. And I'm like, it's not a fucking tit for tat. We're not doing that.
No, it's not kindergarten.
No. And some men will only give you an apology when they get one for something obscure from like 20 years ago.
Bro, who has time to be upset?
Nobody has time to be upset.
Okay, I'm 34 years old. I'm 34 years old. Listen, I don't have time to be upset. So I did something that offended you. I did something wrong. I left the plates in the sink. I didn't call you back after my dinner with my girlfriends. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right? Move on.
We will move on. And we will be over it. A strong woman, when we don't want to fight, we have too much to do.
Yeah.
We will be done with it. Just acknowledge it. And we're moving on.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think that we are all trying to date the wrong people. And this is the issue. We've got to go to our physical type, but we've got to go to our physical type with completely different qualities from our exes.
Oh yeah.
Completely different qualities.
Unsuccessful exes. I mean,
maybe
I think I had one ex that was successful.
Okay, so maybe we only need to go for successful men. And by the way,
like successful in terms of like the relationship. Like I had a successful relationship with an ex that just didn't work out for whatever reason, but like I have nothing bad to say, and it was a good relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the best relationships where it's like,
The
we
best.
just didn't work out. We maybe weren't aligned on our long-term goals.
Yeah.
When it's not volatile, it's almost like the most sad breakup ever because you almost,
God, the worst.
yeah, you're like, that could
It just kind of, there was something that wasn't there. It just didn't work out. I wish it did, but it didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm going to need the men out there, because the problem about masculine and feminine is that the men have lost the masculinity. And masculinity isn't, I can show power over you and make you small. Masculinity is holding the door open, standing when I come to the table. You know, I was watching Mad Men, and at one point, his wife is like, oh, we might need to get a new carpet. And he's like, well, I don't know why we got white. And she's like, I just thought you liked white. And he's like, I just wanted to make you happy. And then she just throws herself at him when he says that. That is what masculinity is. Like,
and it goes both ways in
100%.
the same opposite direction. Like there are things that you know for a fact that if you say certain ways to act, or that you do, that if you do that, like you'll make him so happy.
Yeah.
Right. And you do it because then that makes the relationship better. So you have to remove your ego about the things that you think he's earned, or like the things you should do or shouldn't do as a woman, and just like do the things that would make the other person feel loved, and that they enjoy, and that it would make them feel good about themselves.
Ego is such a big thing. Ego is a huge thing, because you got to realize when you're behind closed doors, it's just you and your partner, right? And I think sometimes men act like someone's watching them, and it's like, it's just us here. You can be vulnerable. The men need to be more masculine. They need to be more vulnerable. That's a big thing. And they need to just like actually let their guard down, because when you're dating a strong woman, our guard is the fuck up, okay? And the only way it's coming down is if you make us feel extremely taken care of and safe, and then we're the most feminine people ever. We will take care of you. But to unlock that, we need to feel very safe.
1,000%.
Yeah.
What do you think about, okay, so one thing, I can't remember if it was my mom or my sister that told me that. I was kind of telling them that I felt that I've put myself out there a lot, and I think proportionally to the amount that I put myself out there, I don't get approached nearly enough.
Yeah.
And they had a comment about me being intimidating.
Oh, God. You know what? I hate this fucking remark.
Jesus, don't get that upset.
I almost hit the dog with my phone. Okay. I hate this. This is a great note to end on, because the intimidation thing, it really grinds my fucking gears, as you just saw. My phone fell, guys. I like threw it in the studio. Okay. People say this to me all the time, and you're 5 foot.
Yeah.
I'm 5'2". When a man has said to me, you're intimidating, it's always like a 6'4" bro. And I'm like, why am I, as a small woman, so fucking intimidating? Here's why. We have the same affliction. She walked in the studio, guys. I was like, oh my God, I thought you were gonna be taller. And people say that to me all the time. We have a tall personality. We have a big presence. And when we're, as a small person with a big presence, people are like, holy fuck, the aura is huge. And they're so afraid. It's fear. It's not intimidation. It's fucking fear. It's fear because they're like, she's not even doing anything, and she's so fucking powerful. And that is something you can't turn off. That's just who you are.
What about, like, do you think that subconsciously and unintentionally, the way that you are, like your mannerisms maybe give off clothes?
100%. I mean, we did a body language episode.
Okay.
And she read me to filth too, where she was all, I could tell your guard's up. And then she was like, your guard was up. And then when we started chatting, it changed, and I could tell that you're letting your guard down. But when I don't know you and I don't trust you, especially if you're a guy, you know, maybe my guard is up in my body language, and that can come off as intimidating. So, you know, you don't cross the arms, you do the smile, you kind of try to be a little bit more like relaxed. And if people still find you intimidating, that's like the one thing I've always had to kind of break is like, that's your fucking problem.
Yeah. At the end of the day, yeah, really.
It really is your problem. Maybe you need to work it out in therapy because I'm just over here fucking existing.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, that really grinds your gears.
Yeah.
So when people tell me that they're intimidated by me and they've had no interaction with me, they saw me from across the room, I'm like, it sounds like a you problem.
100%. Do you feel like you ever kind of like dim yourself down because of that? Or
No.
did you used to? Because I know I used to.
You know what? Before I hit 18,
So last year.
before I went to college, my mom is such a worried about what everyone thinks about type of person. And that really bled into me as a kid. So I was very quiet and I would be very like in my thoughts. And everyone thought I was really quiet in high school, which is so crazy. When I went to college, I had this moment where I was like, I'm just going to be whoever the hell I want to be, which is myself.
Hell yeah.
I unlocked that at 18. And I think a lot of people don't unlock it till their 30s. But I've suffered from the don't give a fuck affliction for a very long time.
Yeah, same. Same.
Don't give a fuck. I mean, this podcast, people are like, write comments. They're like, podcast equipment need to be more expensive. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of your mom's basement.
Okay, but here's the thing about the don't give a fuck. Do you sometimes feel like you do?
No.
Deep inside?
The only time I've given a fuck is with my close circle of people that I trust and love.
When they do something that's like
when they
fucked up.
don't support me or when they don't have my back or something, I'm like, that really fucks me up because I am super loyal to like my very chosen few. I keep a tight circle. And so that fucks me up.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't care about strangers.
Yeah.
I truly don't.
Interesting. I'm trying to think about myself. I think I'd like to think that I don't give a fuck, but I do find that there's moments of vulnerability where I feel like I care. Like it affects me.
You've been through so much. When was your last relationship?
And it like about 8 months ago.
Oh, you're still in it.
No, hell no, I'm not in it.
No, I mean like you're still like recovering.
Yeah.
You know, so like it will happen. I would say I hit my stride at like 35 when I truly was just like, relationships do not get to me. Like I hate to say it because I've loved the people that I've dated, but I'm over it after a week.
Oh my God.
You unlock that after 35. You just move the fuck on.
Yeah. I feel like I'm getting there for sure.
Yeah. Don't worry. You'll unlock it. It'll be great. You're going to be like in a restaurant with me drinking a martini or maybe a mocktail. I don't know if you partake.
I partake.
Okay.
I partake in the funds.
Maybe you'll be like with somebody that you see a future with and you'll be like, girl, I hit it at 35. I'm like, I told you. So
I like that. That gives me hope.
Yeah. I'm so happy we did this. I was so excited, guys. I flew back from Turks and Caicos to interview this girl because I was like, we got to get you in the studio.
I love it.
I am so happy that you came on the show. And, you know, I think this will help a lot of people, men and women.
Yeah, I agree.
So what do you want to take? What do you want to promote? What do you want to say? Any last thoughts?
You know, for, I guess, like whoever's like been in tune with what has been going, the drama that's been going on in my life for the last fucking 3 years. Just know that like there's a lot of missing context and things that were left unsaid and a lot of things that were heavily distorted from reality. You know? And you know, I'm at a point where like I thought a lot about what I wanted to say when I had a mic about what happened to me. I thought a lot about it. And I've gone through so many different rabbit holes of directions I want to take and things I wanted to share and whatnot.
Yeah.
But what I have discovered, and like I think that the biggest lesson that I learned from all of this is that it's not even worth it. It's not even worth my energy or anybody's energy to rehash things from the past or like try to explain myself to people that really have no idea what actually happened or what I've gone through or anything. What's the point in doing that?
Yeah. We don't need to explain ourselves ever.
At all.
But as women, we're always made to feel like we have to.
Yes. You know what I mean? But I think like, no, the biggest takeaway from my experience is like, it's literally not worth. I think that a lot of times when people do something that's genuinely just wrong, blatantly wrong, you feel, especially as a strong woman, you feel the need to kind of seek justice.
100%.
And that's something else that I spent a lot of time contemplating. Objectively, like what is justice when someone betrays you, when someone steals from you, when someone ruins your character, when someone defames you and ruins your financial, your livelihood. What is justice, right? Is justice speaking your truth and like telling the story about what actually happened, or your truth? There's always three truths.
Yeah.
There's their truth, there's your truth, and then there's the truth. So
guys, just from her even speaking today, I can already tell. When you walked in the studio, you have the softest energy of all time.
I'm a rational person. I genuinely do not want problems with anybody, with people. Like, but I was stuck in the justice. Like, what's fair to happen now? Someone that basically took everything from me. So what do I need to do now?
Yeah. I mean, justice is just living well. Like,
I agree.
Being super fucking successful. Yeah. Making that money and be just glowing. Like, I look at episodes where I was in bad relationships, and you can tell, guys, you can go back and look. You can tell when I was like basically having the soul sucked out of my body. And then you can see the other ones where I'm like a little bit meek and I look like I'm going through it. And then I'm just like powerful as fuck afterwards.
Oh my God. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, and last thing I'll say, I think at the end of the day, it's not your responsibility to seek justice. That's my conclusion.
No, not at all.
The universe is what balances justice for you. Like things happen in a way so that they're balanced ultimately. You don't have to do anything. Like the people that screw you over and that do bad things to you are not only doing bad things to you, they're doing bad things to other people.
Oh, karma is real.
And eventually it catches up to them. You don't even have to move a finger. It's not worth your energy. It drags more negativity towards your life. It takes away from time and energy and attention and focus that you could be dedicating to yourself, to getting better, to growing your business, to having more friends, to going out. Like, the fuck? I'm not wasting time. Like, the universe will balance itself out.
It will. It always shows everything. And I think we strong women need to be less apologetic and you just stand in our truth and just kind of be who we are and stop being made to feel like, oh, you're masculine and you got to cower, you got to be submissive to men and more feminine. Just be who you are. I'm so tired of this shit on the internet, honestly. And I feel like sometimes I've partaken in it, but anytime I've just been authentically myself, my world has changed. Yeah. So that is what we're going to leave on. We're being authentically ourselves.
1,000%.
So where can everyone find you? Give us the handle as like they don't know.
You can find me on Instagram at Stefi Cohen.
Thank you so much for coming and being so honest. And guys, thank you for subscribing. And please go to the YouTube watch. We have Patreon now. We have some fun subscriber-only content. So like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies at MissJudged Podcast. Bye, guys.